Yeah, so I was headed back to work here, and it was just dawning on me like, I think God truly is amazing, man. And I say that because, in the sense of this right here, right? So, as a person who, I'm a very like deep thinker, right? And I'm always thinking because I feel and I know like everything has a meaning, like everything has a purpose, right? And I say that because even when we don't like quite understand it there at the moment, it's like everything has a way to always like come together. Like everything always has a way to just like, even when like if you're going through something, right, despite the fact, that's why I always say like, not that we don't know, as a reminder, because sometimes we as human beings, I think we're naturally and bred, right, to be locked in on like a situation or like something, and it's just natural, you know what I mean? And I just say that like God is amazing in the sense that it it, it really truly does always work out. I was sitting here and I was just contemplating on like the situation in which I'm at, right? And like, first and foremost, like, be careful what you pray for, because if you pray on it consistently and hard enough, that God is going to give it to you. You know, that's good. There's no bad with God. So with that being said, it's just like if you pray for it, then He's going to also give you everything that comes along with that. You know what I mean? So like, if it's a dinner, right? He's not going to give you just the main course without giving you the sides. And so as we come to understand that, and as we continue to grow in our faith, right, or gain substance in our faith, that it really truly does. And so when we know that, and when we have understanding of that, then you should have a peace, right? And then when things go awry, or things appear perception, right, appear to be chaotic and just going haywire, then you should be shouting, because that means that you, like, your prayers has been heard, you know, because in order for new things to come, then the previous things has been moved out of the way. And so I'm sharing that message for somebody, but speaking to self also. So I'm able to play these things back so that I can hear it too. So it's not just preaching to just whomever, because again, not that we don't know that we all need those reminders, because when we're so locked in on what's in front of, like locked in on whatever, and we all need those reminders that it always works out. It always works out, child. It always comes together. Seen or unseen, it always works out. And so, again, I just had to share that because I was just sitting here just pondering about just all of it. And just the sensation, the deep sensation within my spirit that something amazing is about to burst. And despite the fact that it's going to appear to be like it's something that just hoping it's something that happened overnight, when in reality it's taking a lifetime, like a years and decades of it forming, years and decades of just releasing, you know, generational curses, generational beliefs, generational ignorance, generational chains and bondages. It's taking all of that for us to be at this very moment. And like I was telling somebody, like, the veil has really been broken. And if you don't know what that means, then just look it up, because the veil of bondage has been broken. And so we're about to witness, man, things on a whole nother level that's never really been seen before, because like the world has been so consumed by just everything that is not of God, that it's returning, that once it's released, that we will know who is the source of all of it. So if you receive this message, comment down below, share this thing, because we speak it into existence. But I'm telling you that as an announcer, that's my spiritual gift. As an announcer, I will stand on this video more than any other ones that I have ever made. It's the fact that there's going to be like a boom, a burst of just miracles. There's going to be a burst even before 2020 is out. Hold me accountable to that. Before this year is out, I'm telling you. And people don't even understand why 2020 had to happen, but it had to happen because it had to take us back to the source. It had to make us focus back on God. And so if you are spiritual and if you have a relationship with God, then you understand that he put the whole world on pause to return us back to him. And now we finna bear witness to why that had to happen. That there's going to be a boom, a burst of miracles that has happened and finna take place, y'all, because those ones who has been brokenhearted, those ones who has lost hope, those ones who has lost love, those ones who stopped believing, that the Spirit is saying no, like it has to be relit, like that fire has to be relit, that hope has to be given back, that belief has to be, that broken heart has to be mended, that life has to be given purpose and inspiration. And it's up to us to do the inside work or whatever. But now that we've done the inside work, sit back and bear witness to the manifestations that God is getting ready. I sat on that, man. I sat on that. And now I get it. Now I understand it. I get it. And the Spirit had to show me that, like had to reveal that to me or whatever, because in the midst of all of it, it shared that I'm a jealous God, that we put everything else before God. We put people and man and material things before God. And he said, yeah, I want you to have all of those things. That's why I put you here. That's why I sent my son, as to have not only life, but have life abundantly. But yet, don't lose focus on the source. Get back to the source. When we get back to the source, when we get back to, my mom used to always tell us, give God some of your time. When we get back to the source through prayer, through meditation, through setting that time aside for him. And watch how everything is just going to pour into our lives. And so once we deal and we accept and we look at those things that we may have held or held on to, that convinced us that God didn't love us or God was a narrow God, he said, no, let me show you. And that's what 2020 is about. Let me reveal to you and show you. Not only do I love you, but I adore you. And so now that has been fulfilled, the next level is the manifestations. And I'm speaking slowly out of the Spirit right now, y'all. Receive it. If you've been shown